Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 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 testing. Can you hear me? What the hell is going on with my volume? I don't know. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Testing. So frustrating. Oh my gosh. Testing, testing. It can hear me the rest of the space, but not on YouTube. Can't hear me. You guys, I don't know why. You hear sound? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me? Oh, yay. Okay. Because it's not showing you can. So I'm happy you can. How weird. Yay. My thing doesn't even show that it's working. So I'm happy that it is because I want to do some healing today live for us. Okay. So, Lisa, how's your mom doing? I hope she's doing well. I'm going to also pull a message for the collective from my new deck. Okay. I'm going to cleanse the energy. I'll tell you what, last night I felt something painful come into my solar plexus, and it was nasty. Surgery is being rescheduled. And I would just say that's probably a blessing, right? I don't know why it is, but when that happens, I look at that as a blessing. Poor thing. I'm so sorry. That is so painful. Do you know when it's being rescheduled for, if I might ask? I will send her lots of love when it is and throughout. But the energy came in last night and I just feel like something is sucking my energy. It's taking my power. It's taking my light. It's very negative and I don't like it, right? And, you know, I feel like sometimes we all need love. And I honestly do get very little. Very little. So because I don't get a lot of love either from the DM or for the return of Christ journey or for the work that I do in general, it drains me, right? Like there's a lot of imbalance and give and take, a lot of imbalance in love. And so I've been trying to clear that energy and give myself lots of love. So when we don't have it from the external world, we still truly need to give it to ourselves, right? Okay. All right. Oh, poor thing. So hopefully they're taking care of her pain management, because I'm sure she's in a lot of pain and not happy. Oh, I will just send so much love her way. So, and then the DM was sending me some songs of you're hot and you're cold. I'm like, dude, that's presumptive. You don't know what's going on. So I started calling my energy back. I do feel like there's kind of like this succubus energy, right? They want to take sometimes, you know, people take our light. It's just an innate thing. Oh, it didn't. I don't think it's coming from you at all, Lisa. I really don't. I can probably tell you who it's coming from, but I don't think that's relevant so much. What really matters is that we just take it back, right? When that's happening, taking our power back. And when we don't feel loved and recognized, and spirit keeps telling me to show up, right? It's important to give that to ourselves, right? When we need validation, it's important to give that to ourselves. When we need love, it's important to give that to ourselves. No matter what, no matter how difficult that feels, do it tenfold, right? So I'm going to come on today. I want to do a cleansing. I want to do a healing of our chakras. I want to remove these energies. Yeah, exactly with the message you received this morning as well. I have my new deck. I want to pull a general message for the collective. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I don't know what is happening with my sound. I did that yesterday too as I went on to Facebook. I feel like there's just this energy of, this pushback. It's resistance. It's trying to block. It's trying to keep us from shining our light. Some jealousy, some different energies at play. And of course, they're the shadow components, right? The shadows wreaking havoc. So I have literally been playing my heart chakra bowl here and my crown chakra bowl. I have an all chakra hertz cleansing playing in the background. I do own the rights. I don't know if you can hear them. I create them. I purchase all rights to them. They are legally mine to use. And usually on my other Hertz music channel. But lately, anything I post about the return of Christ, people run away. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to attach to God in the heart space. There's a major resistance to that. And it's hurtful, right? Like it really is. But who am I to take on that pain? Plus, oftentimes people, we're all connected, right? And so when there's an imbalance, it's felt. And we'll just keep it at that too. So I have burned some Palo Santo. You might see that. I started calling back my energy, my light, right before I got on here today. I even did a little bit of like a spelling to do so and posted that on Facebook. I have selenite with us, okay, because I'm going to go in and we're going to heal this today. 2 different forms of selenite, or just 2 different shapes of it, but 2 selenite crystals. I have some clear crystal quartz with us. I have one of my pyramids that I have created and activated, filled with Christ light. I also have blue calcite, angel auric heart here. I have kyanite here with us to support us. I have danbarite. I have another clear quartz with us and some lapis lazuli. And I have been playing my heart chakra bowl, just like I said, and my crown chakra bowl to help activate them, to help cleanse the energy and cleanse the space. You're welcome. Yes, I feel like it's necessary. There has just been some really off energies. I've been really feeling drained, like I keep hearing like succubus, right? Like just somebody taking the light, somebody taking the energy. And whether they know they're doing it or not, sometimes people don't know that we do this, right? We just do it. So yeah, I think it's important to call our energy back, to clear it and return anybody else's back to them. On top of that, yes. And it's deceptive. Like it's just very deceptive energy. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And it was just really sucking the life out of me, bringing me down really big time, which tells me we are in the midst of a portal rising again. So be mindful of that. Another portal rising. Okay. And so I'm pushing past it hard, and I want all of us to do the same. And I want to do a healing today for those it calls to. Okay. And again, I have my new deck here that I just got published and printed. Actually, I haven't even put it out for publishing. These were our very first decks, and I don't know when you should have got yours, Lisa, yesterday, but you know how the mail works. So hopefully by tomorrow, we should have that in hand. I love this deck a lot. And I feel like too, within the masculine, there's like a very much so imbalance, because during the Return of Christ work, I put a lot of love into that journey. Okay, you haven't had a chance to might be in your mail, because I sent them out and it was scheduled to be there yesterday. I didn't get a notification that it was delivered, but they said it should have been yesterday. So hopefully you have it. So I'm going to pull a collective message from the deck. And there is a bit of an imbalance in the masculine and feminine light. A little bit of imbalance with love, right? And shadow. There's like this, you can call it spiritual warfare. And it depends on where you're at in your journey for how it affects you. like the collective whole is going through it big time, right? But it's just like this pull against love. It's a pull against love every time, okay? So we are going to do a collective message from the new deck, and I'm going to do a healing. So if you'd like to receive this healing, just be here, okay? Only thing I ask is that you have your hands open, your heart open, and just intend to receive. That's it, okay? You can keep your eyes open. You can close them. It's up to you. I will guide you through this one. I said we have some crystals here, so if I feel called to call any in. As a master healer, I kind of do everything. But this one I'm feeling we need to draw in the sun and the moon and the northern star. I'm going to put our feet in some water, and it's going to be good, okay? I'll be healing us through the I am as well, so releasing anything against that throughout each chakra. So it's a bit of a chakra healing, but I feel like it's necessary. We'll also be cutting cords of attachment. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say for the collective. I did light some Palo Santo. I'm going to also call in more energy of protection. Highest light in, highest light out only. Energy of love to surround us. I feel like that's necessary. If you don't know me, I do burp when I do these. It's just the healer in me. I can't help it. It's gross. I wish I didn't have to do that, but when we do it, just know it's a good thing. And I'm so sorry. Okay. See, whenever I connect or release, it doesn't matter. It's a burp. All right. So let's see what Spirit has to say. So I'm hearing like change in plans, divine guidance has been on your side. Listen closely to the subtle messages that are within. It's really important at this time. And this is for the collective, okay? Listen closely to the subtle messages that are within. It's super important at this time. And this is my new deck, okay? And so I'm just letting it help guide the way. But within this new deck, there are sigils, and there's a few that have come out. So we're going to tune into those and see what they're calling for. And they may come out again in the healing. So just know that. And it showed people were here, and now it says nobody's here. So feel free to comment. Let me know you're here. Call in your energy to the healing. Let's, support and love. When we come together in unity and love, so many different things occur, right? But when we're divided and judgment and fear and confusion or doubt or whatever, that's where we're weaker, okay? So strength and union and love. I feel like I need another card here. So there has been guidance coming in. And again, I feel like there's some kind of succubus energy going around, and it's affecting both the feminine and the masculine and the collective soul. Okay. Didn't I just say too that there's a portal rising? Anytime there's like an energetic attack or something that doesn't feel right coming in to try to pull away from my light, I know we're going to go through a portal. Because in a portal, you have to be balanced from the heart center, right? Good. Lisa's still here. Thank you for letting me know, because it went down to 0. It's always off. And so I shouldn't even look at the numbers because it affects me. It doesn't matter. I know people will be here. I know those that are called to it will be here. But we do, and the cards are also showing a portal rising. Okay. And this is a collective general message for everybody. And then I'm going to do the healing. These cards are from my brand new deck. Okay. Guided Ascending Light, Epic Light Healing Journey by me. I channeled, created, and I am I did it all of it. Okay. And it just came out, so I'm super excited. I love this deck. It does have sigils in it. Okay. So just be open to receive them in the message. And the cards are validating that we are getting ready to go through a portal. So, I've been having to push through that big time today. And I know the DM can feel it too, because I get that song, "You're hot, then you're cold." It's like, no, dude, don't be presumptive, right? What are sigils? I will definitely talk about those. Remind me when I'm done with the message, okay? And I will explain sigils. For this deck, I channeled them through. And you can find sigils all over, so I will talk about those. Think of like symbols, right? The way we communicate, symbols, sigils of activation, it's kind of the same thing. But I have to put this out there so that people know what's happening, so that we know how to, hi, Roger. So we know how to work against that pull, okay? The resistance, the pull against love, the pull against the light, okay? We're doing a healing today. This is a collective message right now if you're just coming on. But we are about to go through a portal. And I was talking about that because I feel this pull. I felt the pull the other night in my solar plexus. It was really weird. It was like 2 or 3 nights ago. And it was like this little fluttery. And it didn't feel good. It didn't feel good at all. And I don't know exactly, because I have a twin soul. Okay. We have united fully through everything. It is part of the return of Christ. And I feel him. I feel him internally. But it also is residual. So everybody will feel it amongst the collective whole. At least those are connected to the masculine and feminine, to the divine light, right? Of course, those that are in the matrix that don't have, that are kind of encompassed by the shadow, they don't feel it as much. But those that are rising, those that are higher in frequency, those that truly have a lens of love more than anything, nobody's perfect, right? We can feel it more. So I just want to reflect that, okay? There is an imbalance in the masculine and feminine love flow. Absolutely. And I feel drained. I feel very drained, like something's draining my energy. So part of today's healing is to call all our energy back, okay? And remove anything that is not of us, that is not of light, that is not pure intention. But, okay, we do have an ascension portal rising. I told you it in the message before I pulled the cards, and it's reading in the cards. Yes, exactly, Lisa. Solar plexus strangeness. It's not good. And I felt it again last night before I went to sleep. And then I dreamt about tarantulas the whole night. It was really strange. But we have space-time continuum, ascension portal rising. The Sphinx is very important for the return of Christ, you guys. They don't know a lot about it in reality, but it did come up a lot in the return of Christ. It's actually where Horus died. Sekhmet built the Sphinx. Okay, I know this during the Nile portal, part of the return of Christ section, right? Because it was a few different parts of it. It wasn't just about Jesus. That was one little part of it. There was more. The Sphinx was very relevant. It was a protection. It was where Horus's soul was, and that's where he rose from to unite back and align with my DM when we went through that portal. So I feel like masculine energy is very important in this one. Okay. Number 13. 13 is the gates of heaven. Okay. 13th gate is the one to heaven. Oh, weird. Yeah, there's some yucky in the energy. I'm not going to lie. So that's part of today's healing. I'm about to do that. And anytime we go through a portal, the shadow does come in. There's always resistance. You guys, there's going to be resistance in your thoughts and your energy. It's going to make you think yucky. And it's our job to push past that resistance and choose love only. Those are keys, right? That's your way through a lot of times. You can see it. You're like, no, nay. I clear it, call my power back, remove it, raise my vibration, and choose love the whole way. And there's a big pull on me on that. It wants me to stop my journey, right? It really does. It wants me. It's always done that through the whole entire return of Christ. And if at any time I would have agreed, Lord knows what would have happened, right? It wouldn't have been completed. So don't ever stop. Just keep pushing past that. When resistance comes, know that something good is on the other side of that. Okay. So something really pushes against you from doing something. Be like, oh, I know it's good. I know it's going to be good. Right. So just keep going. In this message, I kept pulling the white flame also on Facebook 2 times yesterday. And I think, I don't remember, a few days ago as well. So that is in the energy. White flame is reflective of Christ light coming in. Okay. And there's waves of change. I said that yesterday too in Facebook. It's still coming through in the message. There's a little nervous energy. So I'm just going to clear that. There is waves of change. And just like I said, the resistance. Okay. So the cards are reflecting everything I'm saying. There is existential resistance, right? The sun and the moon reflect soul path alignment, balance of masculine and feminine. Again, Sekhmet and Horus. They have been changed. During the return of Christ, things were done to them. They're very powerful. They're here to assist us today in the healing too. I'm going to bring in the sun and the moon. We need it. Like we really do. Okay. But we have to push past that resistance. It's like that teddy bear, that soft, squishy teddy bear. There's resistance to comfort. There's resistance to the softness. There's resistance to the change. So we have to push past that. Existential resistance is like sometimes we want to hold on to what's familiar because we don't know anything else, even when that familiar hurts us. And it's just important to surrender and trust, to have true faith. But religion kind of messed us up in that, right? It really does. And so true faith is in the heart. It's in love. It's truly trusting that there's a greater power. And it's not one that's divided. It's not one that's judgmental. Okay, we are all connected and we all matter. And this is the collective message. Okay, this is for everybody. So we need to call in the white flame to help us receive the Christ light activations coming in. And this is a sigil that I channeled for DNA activations of 7D frequency rising. We're going into 7D, not 3D, or sorry, 5D. We're going into 7D. So it requires more healing, more activations than was intentionally the plan. The blueprint changed during the return of Christ's work because there was a major battle against it. And my DM did not make it. I got a walk-in. Okay. So Lisa, you asked about sigils. I want you guys to open up and accept this sigil. And then when I do the healing, I have a feeling some DNA activations will also be brought in. Okay. So a sigil is a symbol of communication. It's almost like light language written on a card or in art form. Okay, does that help explain that? It's like light, it's like a language, it's like an activation of a physical form rather than when I do the language of light. Sigils, before we had English and other ways of communication through the mouth, we used symbols. That's why in Egypt you would see a lot of depictions on the pyramid walls and things. So, and in spiritual enlightenment, when you're having an awakening, symbols will come through and they mean something. Birds mean something. Everything means something. And that's the way spirit communicates with you, through numbers, through frequencies and sounds, symbols and sigils. Okay. So they are activating. They are purposeful and meaningful. And I hope that answered your question. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know what it means for you at this time, but sigils are very important. And when I channeled this deck, I channeled quite a few sigils. Okay. So this deck is for rising. It's a healing deck of messages, and it's also here to help you rise. So there is resistance at play. And if we hold on to the resistance, that's one of the hardest things, is just letting go. It's releasing, it's surrendering. But if we hold on to that, it's going to hurt. Okay, we need to expand our limited mind. Okay. It sounds like stuff with the moon. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. But expansion of a limited mind, you guys, as we're going through a portal, especially with these other information. So we have DNA activations coming in. We have Christ light waves coming in. Okay. Birds are absolutely symbols, Roger. Absolutely. When I was doing the Jesus timeline, when I was processing his death, I cannot tell you how many crows were surrounding me. It was overwhelming. Even the person that I was with kept saying that. He's like, you're not kidding. Like, we were trying to drive down the road and so many crows kept going right in front of the car. Like, it was insane. Okay. And I'm getting a lot of chills. And then another part of my awakening journey during the return of Christ work, there were blue jays. Those were also very important for me. And so, yeah, animals Birds are very important. I even had somebody tell me they're just birds. I'm like, maybe for you, not for somebody who's having an awakening. And you'll see it depicted on the Egyptian pyramids too. There's birds. Okay, so they're very relevant, and they do always have messages. Crows are truly about power and change and protection. They also mean to protect your energy. So they all mean something. Okay. But for the collective whole right now, you guys, we do have a portal rising. And in this portal, call in the white flame to help you receive the Christ light. This is a 7D frequency portal because we're going into 7D, not 3D. Or I keep saying that, not 5D. Oh, I love that. Look up the meaning of both of those. So in order to receive these DNA activations, we truly have to push past that resistance. You have to let go of anything that's not of light, and you better believe it's going to push against you. Okay? It will pull against you. No doubt about it. Because it doesn't want you to rise. It is a battle for your soul. Working with me, something will try to stop you because what I do is real. Okay? It truly does pertain to the return of Christ. They've never wanted you to see true God. Right? That's the false veil. That was Mount Shasta. They took the light. They took the all-knowing. They took the ability to get in your head and muck it up, okay, and make us divided and create these false timelines and these false things. So you have to be very mindful of that. Where there is the most resistance, it's because there's something truly important on the other side of that, okay? Absolutely, Roger, it is. Yes, everything is real that I talk about. It's true, it's true, it's true. So just let go of judgment. Remember, it's beyond our limited mind space. But anything in an awakening is. Anything dealing with true God and true Christ light is beyond our mind space because we are in a limited vessel. And expansion into the ethereal must mean that we need to go beyond that limited mind space, okay, to see beyond what meets the eye, because we need to see into this eye, okay? So that is very loud here. We are going into an ascension portal with DNA activations necessary. In order to ascend, you have to have these DNA activations. In order to have the DNA activations, you can't have shadow blocking you. You cannot be guided by the resistance, right? You cannot be bound. You cannot be governed by the matrix. You have to be guided by the light, white flame. Okay. Then we also have some violet flame activations coming in here. Violet ray. All right. So that may come in through the healing we're about to do also. And we have some yellow and golden ray activations. These came in yesterday again. So some of these are repeating in the energy because they are necessary going through this portal. Okay. So the message is, the true totality of the collective message right now is you have an ascension portal rising. You need to be in balance from the heart center. You need to push past all resistance of the shadow. It has to be a lens of unconditional love. So not judgment, not fear, no doubt. Anything of lack is not God. Okay. Anything of division is not God. That's why religion is obviously not aligned. Okay. No division. We're all connected. It's through unconditional love. Okay. Keep that. Open your heart, like truly, truly, and call in the white flame to help you receive these Christ light activations. Okay. Because they are DNA activations. We have to match the blueprint. We have to match the blueprint of the new earth. These DNA activations, it's already you. Like the DNA is already within you. So nothing can happen to you that is not aligned with you, right? So it's not like weird. We're all aliens, okay? we're all foreign. We're all way beyond what we thought we were. So just trust it's for you. But push past that mind of resistance, okay? And it's gonna be a challenge at times. It absolutely will, because it's a battle for your soul. Violet rays talk about transmuting. You need to transmute and release what is not aligned with love, okay? Yellow and golden rays activations are here to help guide you to your soul path. You have to be soul path aligned to make it through these portals. You cannot be governed by the matrix, money, fear, greed, those kinds of things, right? Doubt, giving your power away and governed by the matrix. They won't make it. That's not a maybe, okay? And there's no fear with God. So that's the message. It came through very loud. Okay. Expand your limited mind. It's not about knowing, it's about feeling. Let in the violet rays to help transmute what's not of light and push past any resistance. Let the golden and yellow rays align you with your path, your soul path. Okay. That's the only way to make it through. Because this is the ascension is the return of Christ. It's a return of very powerful true light that we have to align to. And the only way to do that is to let go of what is not. Okay. And the resistance is what binds you. Okay. Are we good on that message? Any questions? Ascension portal rising. And that's what I said right before we got on. And there is an attack on that energy. There is. I've been feeling it in my solar plexus. Also, somebody not wanting to stand in their own light. And sometimes they like to, that's what people do, right? And so that's why being genuine is also very important. Okay. So, you ready for the healing? Because I am. It's enough talking. Let's do this. Again, if you've never worked with me, I burp. I can't help it. It's a gross. Awesome. Okay. So for the next 3 days, I'm also going to be detoxing any foods. I'm going to be on a water detox. I feel like that's important as well. Because with our foods, there's toxins, there's lower vibrational things, there's genetic modifications. And with those, we're not able to receive the 7D frequencies rising. Okay. Christ light is very potent. And if you're really, truly getting Christ light, you sometimes can feel like physically yucky because it doesn't align with those lower frequencies, and it helps to transmute what is not of God if we allow it to. Okay. Plus, if you have the virus matrix in you, because in the path to righteousness, I removed it for you if you did that. But if you still have the virus matrix wall in you, because those are man-made, okay? When these Christ light waves come through, sicknesses can rise. That's why they say one of the signs of the return is plagues. It's not God going, oh, you're sick and you're sick. It's the false world that created those. And unless you heal it out of you all the way, you're going to feel it as it's being drawn out of the surface. Does that make sense? Okay. So flus can come up, those kinds of things for sure. And they're in the foods. They're created through what was not a high vibrational space. False foods, toxic waters, medications, everything just yuck. Okay. We are all healers. We have an ability to truly heal ourselves. And when we're bogged down by medications and fear and false timelines and division, it's hard to know what we're capable of. Okay? Love is the key to everything. Let's do this. All right. I love that, Roger. I love that. So if you want to receive this healing, just set the intention to receive. Just keep your hands open. Okay, don't be sorry you're late, Amy. I'm just about to get started on the healing. Perfect timing. You can come back for the message, but it was similar, and it's probably going to repeat through the healing anyways. Okay, so don't worry, you're not late. You're just in time. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everybody's here. I want everybody to receive this. Okay, perfect. Keep grounding every day, Roger. Grounding to the earth helps us rise. The earth has changed, and it's our job to change with her. Nothing's a given. It's by the work that you do. It's by the choices that you choose. So keep choosing to rise and choosing to connect and choosing to release and push past that resistance. Okay. All right. Pardon me. There's burping. You have to get used to that to work with me. I do it when I release, when I'm healing you. I do all kinds of things. I am a master healer. Okay. So I don't want you to be like, what is this? Just push past the thought process and allow yourself to feel it. That's all I ask. And set the intention to receive. And I'm going to call in your energy, okay? It will help if your feet are on the ground, but if they're not, that's okay too. You know, just don't cross your legs. You know how people meditate crossing their legs? Don't do that anymore. The earth has changed. We need our legs open. We need to receive everything, okay? Palms up, feet on the ground, and just relax. We're just going to relax. I just want you to relax your body, relax your mind. Our mind will try to take over. It will. It's going to try to go blah, 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 and I want you just feeling down your body. And I want you listening to my voice, because I'm going to now start to detach from the chaotic mind. I'm going to grab some selenite, and I need to detach from the chaotic mind. So we're going to start to cut the cords of the chaotic mind. We don't need to be mindful. We need to be mindless. So I'm like clearing the clouds of the mind. So just breathe. And I'm going to begin to call in all of your energy that are here now and later at any time. It's timeless. And you can do this more than once, by the way. I call in the creator of all that is and all the angels to be with, to assist. We also have one sentient being. So you will have a sentient being coming in to be with you, because we're going to cleanse our feet in water as I do this healing. It's very profound. It's very powerful. Okay. I'm going to be calling in the sun and the moon and the great northern star. And I'm going to open up your chakras, and it's going to be transformative. Okay. So release the chaotic mind. Calm it. Calm the frequency of time. I'm calming the frequency of time. I'm going into the auric field and into the 7th through the 11th chakra really quickly to help clear the chaotic mind. Calling in again, creator and the angels, to put up a bubble of protective light. I'm calling in the energies of the north, the east, the south, and the west completed back to the north, in the highest divine light of anchored support. God, union of the one, the souls of the one have all been united. There is resistance. There is energy coming in of illusionary pull, okay, like trying to pull that apart. I'm seeing it. So I'm going to start also cutting cords of energy that doesn't belong. And I can again call in the energy of those that are here that wish to receive this. This is priceless and timeless. It's a gift. Malachi is stepping forward. Metatron is stepping forward. Sandalphon with the seraphim energy is also stepping forward. So we have major beings of change. The cherub angels are coming forward for protection all around, because some may not be able to receive this yet, and some may only be receiving certain parts. It depends on where your shadow is, because I cannot go into that side, but I'm here to help you come into the new earth side, okay? Whoa, that was a big release already. Excuse me. So just breathe, relax the mind and the body. Put your feet on the floor and your palms facing up. And I want you to take your focus down your body from your head. So draw it down your face. How does your face feel? Draw your focus down your throat. How does your throat feel? Pay attention to my voice. Nothing more and nothing less. And where you feel in the body, breathe light and love into it with your breath. And release the whole time. Excuse me. Michael is here to also help assist some of you. And we have a sentient being, just like I said. The sentient being is just a being of light. It pertains to you. So it could be an angel. It could be a master. It could be a galactic being that you're just not aware of, right? But it will pertain to you. And so at the base of our feet, it's like a pond of water that is forming in your mind's eye. Just close your eyes and feel down to your feet. At the base of your feet is a pond of water forming, and the sentient being that is here for you is going to put your feet into the water. And this water is reflective of the moon. It is filled with moonlight. It is reflecting the moon. The DM's energy is here too. I feel it. I mean, we are fully united, but I feel it. I feel his energy with us. I'm going to start to remove some resistance to that love. So start to feel your feet in water. I'm going to count down from 10 a little bit as you begin to feel your feet more in the water. And you might sense this being taking like this sponge, this natural sponge, and cleansing your feet with this water. 10. You're getting calmer and more free of the collective mind. 9. You feel your breath more and more with each moment and passing of space and time. 9. You're getting more calm in your physical vessel. You're connecting more with your physical vessel. And we are undoing further the hands of time. 8. You feel your breath going deeper and releasing resistance. You start to feel your heart open more. 7. You feel safe. You begin to feel safe and protected. And you feel the water more and more on your feet. 6. You detach now further from those cords and those pulls of the thoughts of the mind. You are more free as the thoughts are released at this time. 5. You are more calm and more in tune with my voice. You are ready to shift timelines. 4. You know you are guided and loved and supported, and you know now it is beyond the limited mind. 3. You allow love and light to guide you, and you release further resistance that blinds you. 2. You tune in further to my voice in this space of breath and what should be time. 1. You fully detach from the false time. All resistance is cut now. 0. You are in the space in the house of God. You are currently present with the gods of time. Allow this to help you free your mind, your expectations, and any judgments. Those do not align. I'm removing more thoughts and I'm cutting ties. I will now call in the energy of the elements to help assist you from the earth as I bring down the sun and the moonlight and the light of the great northern star in the center. I'm going to bring those down now into your upper chakra line, your auric field, and start to cleanse out what does not align. So just be present, listen to my voice, and feel your feet being cleansed. If your mind starts to wander, go to your feet. That sentient being is cleansing your feet with moon water. Cutting further cords of resistance as I am now in your 33rd chakra. Using the light of the moon and the sun and the great northern star to help cleanse and balance and align to the one of the heart of love, to bring you to who you truly are, pushing past the masks that bind, that confuse the mind, bringing further in this light. As I open you up more now, going down to the 32nd chakra, the 31st, and the 30th, I'm pulling back the veil of illusion here. There's a veil of illusion here that I am opening up. And you start to feel the light. It starts to release what is not quite right. And you can feel the chills rising if you are present in this space. Cutting now more ties to thoughts of the mind as I send them and set them free and release them from you at this time. And the sentient being is cleansing further the muck of the feet as I am releasing these energies from you. The great northern star is here to help guide you and align you to the path of the one, the path of the sun and the moon, the return of the whole soul, trying to guide you through the light, to release the shadow, the binding, what is not quite right. Going into the 29th and the 28th chakra, releasing fear, anxiety, resistance to change. I am open to change. Excuse me. It's releasing. I am open to movement of my soul beyond what meets my knowing at this time. Excuse me. There is also some leakage of energy, so I'm cutting cords here on the 27th chakra. Bringing in further the sun and the moon and the great northern starlight to help guide you, to help release what binds you, but not to jar you, for love, to help you feel free and to rise above. Going now into the 26th, 25th, 24th, and 23rd chakras above you. Cleansing through your auric field, removing what does not align, cutting cords of manipulative energies, cutting cords of things that don't align. Doesn't matter what they are. It is time to release them. Into the 25th chakra, we go to undo further the false concept of time. The false concept of time and the karmic generational flow. Karma to release, to align. You must choose love the whole time. Releasing further any shadow that binds, any shackles that bind. I am free of resistance. I am open to change. Going down now into the 24th and the 23rd chakra, bringing more sun and moon and the great northern star. Now take a moment here, to feel into your feet. There is this beautiful being in front of you, cleansing your feet with this water, washing them clean with the light of the moon reflecting in this pond for you to help you release and cleanse what I am helping you release at this time. Going into the 23rd and 22nd chakra. Detoxing further the karmic passage of time, the confusion of the mind and the soul. Removing fear and activating your ability to detox further and further as we go. Releasing what does not leave us whole. Going now into the 21st chakra, bringing the moon and the sun and the light of the great northern star to help align you to the path of the soul, the higher self, and of the one, the sun, the moon, the eye of Ra and the eye of Horus. Going into the 20th chakra with the light of the moon and the sun and the great northern star to help reflect truth. And right here I'm being drawn to put up a bubble of mirrors so that you can see past an illusion, to bring clarity through the confusion of what is happening at this time. It will reflect your truth to you and help others see their own, and it will not confuse you. Going into the 19th and 18th and 17th chakras with the moon and the sun and the great northern star to help align and balance you to the soul path of who you are. There's a veil of illusion in play in the 17th. I need to open like a curtain of confusion. Just open and allow you to see past, beyond the illusion, and accept the frequencies of change to help our minds not feel so strange in this moment of rearrange. Now for a moment, as I go into the 16th chakra and the 15th, the 14th and the 13th, I'm going to take you into the beginning of life. So feel down into your feet, the sentient being cleansing them ever so sweet, with the light of the moon water reflecting through, helping you feel whole and complete. Take a deep breath. As I am now taking you backwards, it's almost like you feel the world moving as you're going backwards. I'm taking you back to the beginning of life, of creation. I'm taking you back through the 13th chakra to the beginning of you, going back further and further through breath, through all lifetimes that you have been through, going back and back. Just breathe as I undo time right in front of you. Calling in the light of the pyramids to surround you as I take you back further and further and further, till when you were brand new in the light of the one. And now, in your 13th chakra, I will bring max capacity, the sun, the moon, the light of the great northern star, and the white flame into who you are. Bringing you back to the wholeness of you. You have come into a space a little different than what you know. You are back to the creation of your soul. As I take the sun and the moon and the great northern star, accompanied with the white flame, down into your 12th chakra, your 11th, DNA activations will be applied here, into the 10th, the 9th, the 8th, and into your crown chakra at this time. I am now in your crown chakra, and I'm going to release what clogs and binds the mind even further. the shadow, the fear, the confusion, the illusion, the doubt, and judgment that keeps you removed from what is near. Bringing in more love, more clarity, more peace, as that sentient being cleanses your feet even more. Deeper and deeper release. I am free of the shackles that bind me. I can see the illusion that blinds me. And I remove the connections of my karmic confusion so that I may set myself free. I accept the choice of love only. And the activations of the sun, the moon, and the northern star to guide me. So I've just brought balance and clarity into the seventh chakra, the mind space on both sides. Nice releasing. Just take a moment here. I will also bring in the violet flame here. So we have the energy of the white flame and that of the violet flame. And you are in a space of the wholeness of you through every lifetime, not just this one. So breathe deeply. Feel your feet, the water, the moon cleansing you and releasing what does not belong. We're going to release very deeply here. There's some muck in the yuck in the seventh chakra, the crown chakra, that brings confusion and sorrow and illusion. And I'm shining light very deeply into it. It's towards the back of the head, towards the back of the chakra. I'm bringing in deeply the sun and the moon, the sun and the moon, the sun and the moon, and the light of the great northern star. So that you can see clearly who you are. The path of illusion that binds, being undone. It's always through free will. So choose wisely whatever rises for you. I am free of resistance of change. I am open to life's movement and soul path rearrange. And I'm bringing the light down now into the third eye. Bringing it deeply into the Horus eye and the eye of Ra. And I'm going to bring the moon into the Horus side and the sun into the Ra. And I need to balance them. I need to connect them through the center line. And the great northern stars help to unite them within your mind's eye to fully awaken. There's a little crust in there. I need to detox. Like chipping away at the crust in the pineal gland. There's a little bit of like a cloudy haze in somebody's third eye. I'm going to bring in the violet flame and the white flame to help balance and rectify, to help transmute what does not belong. I am awakened. I am free of resistance to change. I am free of judgment. I am love. Unconditional. Feel the sentient being cleansing your feet with the water filled with the light of the moon. There's thoughts coming in. I will detach and cut them with you. Kimpolo. Gumbalae Taraolo Gon Tarayu and Tawayayo. Tatanka is coming in here. Path of the soul warrior being heightened. Path of the warrior stance being heightened. Strength, strength, strength upon you. This is great ancestral cleansing, great changing through the hands of time. What? Get there. Masters surrounding you, the gods of time. In the mind's eye, you are now aligning with the triangle, with the eye, the all-seeing of God, which has been returned back to the pyramid in Fiji. So it is allowing you to align to Fiji if you let it. You have to choose wisely what plays out for you. It must be a choice of love, unconditional only, and this will release what binds you. I am free of the shackles of the mind. I am aligned with the light of the one. I'm going to bring in more moonlight and more sunlight and the great northern star into the third eye to help balance, activate, and align. And now I see the infinity symbol, flowing light between the Horus eye and the Ra eye, helping them to connect and align within you so that you can see through the illusion, through the confusion, into the eye of God, all one. Tatanka is drawing on your forehead, an ankh with what looks like ash, cleansing you from great karmic ties, of illusion. There has been a lot of bloodshed and confusion that is not good. We must release them deeply and realize you are in the house of God. I release all judgment. I am free from judgment. I am love. And I'm taking the lights with the flames now to the throat. There's a little resistance between the third eye and the throat for somebody. So I'm cleansing that at this time. I'm calling back our power to the throat. Somebody is stealing light. I am calling back the light to the throat, our power, our truth, our knowing, our power, our strength, our purpose, our vibration, our words, our song, calling it back to our throat. As a sentient being cleanses your feet more with the water filled with the light of the moon. As I bring more sunlight to the crown and the moon is at your feet. The sun is at your crown and the moon is at your feet to help balance and align you. This is a great divide of mankind. I see angels coming in here of the seraphim kind. And they are coming down through the throat into the heart. Great light of the one. I am no longer afraid of my truth. I am no longer afraid of the unknown or collective judgment. I release myself from judgment of others. I release myself from others' expectations. And I allow the sun to guide me and the moon to help release what is not. There's some darkness in somebody's throat. So let me tune deeply in here. I'm going to bring in more sun and moon and the great northern star into the throat. Ooh, be careful of what you speak. Only allow love to flow through you and into you. There's like this blue light, a ball of blue light that I'm bringing into the throat. It's like this beautiful ball, and I see like an angel bringing a beautiful ball of blue light into your throat. For me, it's this just glowing, beautiful angel of white, and bringing a beautiful ball of blue light into the throat. The truth shall set you free. Speaking and saying of love, your truth, released of all worries of others' judgments. I am free of judgments inside and out. I am free of doubt. I am free of the resistance to change. I release the shackles that leave me rearranged. I am willing to accept the totality of the truth, beyond what others think of me and beyond what others are going to do with the truth. I am truth. I am love. I am loved. I need more northern starlight coming in here into the throat, and a little more moon and the sun balance here. I am ready and willing to see truth, all truth, and nothing but the truth, under the light of the true God. I am ready. I am free of the illusions of fear, of doubt, and of ego. I don't worry about tomorrow. I focus in the here and the now. Ooh, there's more. Oh, that's a big one. I accept that I am loved, and I'm willing to love myself more. I am willing to love myself more. I am willing to love myself so much that all I speak is of love and truth. I'm still in the throat, my friends. So just take your focus there, or take your focus to your feet, where that sentient being is cleansing them with the water in the pond that is beneath you, with the beautiful light of the moon, and knowing the sun is right above you, helping guide you, activate, and heal you. The moon is helping to release everything that is coming through. A balance of the masculine and feminine, bringing in more moon and more sunlight into the throat. There is an attachment that I just found. It's like a hook in the throat. Somebody wants your strength instead of finding their own. They are trying to take your strength instead of finding their own. So we call our light and our power back, and we cut all cords of this connection. Somebody doesn't want you to rise. They want you small. Somebody doesn't want you to shine your light. They want you dimmed once and for all. Somebody died in a past life as well from like a broken neck or a major pain to the neck, like a sudden to my throat, and it almost like snapped to my neck. We release this lifetime, this past lifetime, setting it free. And allowing yourself to be your truthful self. So mote it be. I am ready to speak my truth. I am ready to be my truth. No matter what others may think or do, I am ready. I am ready. I am ready now. I am love. I am powerful. I am beautiful. And I am strength on my own. I am capable. I am free of confusion and lack. I am love. I release everything that is holding me back now, once and for all. Deeply release everything holding me back once and for all. I release everything holding me back once and for all. I am love and I rise above it all. And I'm going now down towards the heart space here. So I'm bringing the light down towards the heart space here. I'm bringing the northern starlight down from the throat to the heart. I'm bringing the moon and the sun down into the heart space. Now, the lotus, the flower that grows in the murky waters, that rises through whatever seems impossible to be the most beautiful and strong thing you have ever seen. Don't worry about what others expect of you. Know what you can do. Bringing in more moonlight, more sunlight, and more great northern starlight to balance and bring clarity to the heart space. And Tatanka is coming forth again right here to draw another ankh on your heart space of ash from the past, removing what is not aligned with the truth of the one. There's a lot of deep emotions in somebody's heart space. There's fear. There's emotional manipulation occurring for somebody as well, like a puppet. Like they keep you bound because they make you think that if you do this, they will die. Like, how dare you hurt me this way? How dare you do this? Set it free. I cut those ties. Seeing beyond the illusion of emotional manipulation. I release all judgment from my heart space. Feel the being cleansing your feet. Remember, in the water beneath you with the moon, the sun above you helping to guide you and see what's true, and the great northern star coming in to help balance everything within you. The Merkaba is getting balanced and cleansed at this time right in front of the heart space by Metatron and Malachi. There's a little bit of a shadow blinding the DM and the DF. It's like a shadow right in the middle where they meet through love, trying to blind love. It's blinding love. It's blinding unconditional. This is being burned away with the white flame and the violet flame in the Merkaba. The attachment of the Merkaba to the heart space is also being healed at this time. Release the illusion of confusion. You don't have to understand in the mind. It's beyond what meets your mind, who I am and what I do. It's beyond what you can see truth. It's felt in the heart space. So we are opening further into the heart space. It's almost like opening a door to a dungeon, opening the door to a cellar that hasn't been opened in many, 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 many lifetimes, and allowing the pure darkness in that cellar to start to bring in the light into the heart space, into the deepness of the soul, into the doors that haven't been opened in a very long time, and allowing light to slowly come in to the darkest parts of your soul. I am ready to see truth. I am ready to release the illusion. I am ready to be set free from the false concept of time. I release all fear. I am love. I am safe. I am free of the shackles that bind me. I am free of the shadow that blinds me. I see past the illusion, and more light comes down into this cellar, into this space that has been dark for a long time, and I could feel it. I could. Whoa. I see it as if I'm holding an ankh, and I'm taking this ankh and it's glowing white light, and I'm taking the white light of the ankh and I'm shining it deep into your heart space, deep into the heart space. And I bring in more moon and more sunlight and the great northern star into the deepest, darkest parts of who you are. And I allow the light to shine, to bring warmth and illumination into the confusion, the illusion of divination. Bringing in the violet flame into the darkest spots of you, the deepest, darkest places. I release the past. I release the past once and for all. I set them free and I rise to love. So mote it be. I release the past. I release the illusion of confusion. I am love. I am loved for exactly who I am, and I cut ties to judgment and confusion. I see past the illusion of the shadow. There's forgiveness here that is needed. So there are soul ties that have caused wounds. They don't see us clearly. They oftentimes can't hear us. They oftentimes can't validate the pain that is deep within our heart space. And I call in forgiveness. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you and I thank you. I know you are sorry. I forgive you. I love you and I thank you. I accept forgiveness into the deepest parts of grief. I let go of what once was, even if it hurts me. And I am ready for change. I am loved. I am powerful. I am strength. Bringing the light down now into the solar plexus. Ooh, this one doesn't feel so good. Breathe deep and let's take our focus to our feet for a moment. With the sentient being cleansing our feet with the water of the moon, the beautiful light of the sun above you. The solar plexus is not quite right. So there's resistance to bringing in the light. So I'm going to bring it in further. The moon and the sun and the great northern star into the solar plexus. There is this wall of fire. I see fire. I see fire in the solar plexus. I see fire. I see resistance. I see stubborn energy. I also see resentment. There is resentment from something or someone here. Resentment. Resentment. Like, can't I just be happy? Why do I have to keep working? Why do I have to keep digging? Can't I just be happy? Can't I just be without having to keep working? When does it end? Resentment. Ooh. The moon and the sun are coming in with the great northern star, and they're calming and putting out this flame. They're putting out this flame. Being truthful is important. Anger, acknowledgement is important so that we can set it free. Judgment, we need to see in every corner of our being so we can set it free. Everything is a reflection of you. I'm being called to draw in the seasons into the solar plexus and to balance the seasons. Balance the seasons and expand them. Balance the seasons and expand them. Like 4 quadrants of the solar plexus, balancing and expanding. And one side I see rain, and another I see the sun and the moon, and then on the other I see winds of change. And there's fire too. And then I see earth and water dancing around, helping to cleanse you. Balance of the seasons. Taking the light of the moon and the sun and the northern star deeper into the solar plexus at this time. I need to find the hidden truth. I need to find the hidden truth. I need to bring it to the surface once and for all. Feel the water at your feet cleansing you and helping to release what is not of you. Bringing in so much love and support with the sun above you and the great northern star to help balance and align it all. Releasing this resistance. There's like this energy of me first. Me first. I deserve recognition. Me first. And I'm cutting ties with this now. I am free of the illusion. I am free of judgment. I am free of jealousy. I am free of ego. I am free of expectations. I am free of limitations. I release all lack. I release all of what's holding me back. I am love. I release all of what's holding me back. I release all of what's holding me back once and for all. I am love, unconditional. I release the illusion. I release the confusion. Can't you just be happy for me? How dare you? Feel the water at your feet, releasing it. I feel like you're always just looking for something wrong with me rather than what is right. Like the wicked witch of the West. Releasing the fury, the vengeance, the warrior. Releasing the fire of the illusion. I came up with these on my own. Can't you see that? Like this energy of jealousy and resentment and illusion. Nobody has to be better than or less than. We are all equal. Nobody needs to use somebody else's. It's always about self-growth, acceptance of self-growth, acceptance of our truth, acceptance of our own power. I cut the ties of you. I am love. I rise above. I am love and I rise above. I accept my truth fully, even if I don't like it. I know it's to love more. Nothing more and nothing less. I forgive myself. I forgive myself, and I know it's within me. It's not because of you. I set it free. I release all of what is holding me back. There was some kind of like, I don't like saying witchcraft, but almost like witchcraft, right? Like there is this, the way energy works is if I send negativity towards you, it is now an energetic attack, and that is present in the solar plexus. So I don't believe in the evil eye. That is part of something that I don't touch. I believe in love and light. So we're just going to cleanse it out. We're going to bring in the sun and the moon and the great northern star into the solar plexus and relieve all that is not. We are burning it with the white flame and the violet flame and equality, balancing through. And allowing the sun to align us to our soul path and the moon beneath us to help guide and cleanse you the whole way through. We don't have to prove a point. We don't have to prove anything to anyone. I am free. Like a bird being released from the cage of the shackles that bind thee. I am powerful on my own. I am love. It is up to me. It is my fault if I can't see. It is my fault if I can't, because I can. I have to own my truth, and I have to provide forgiveness. I can ask for forgiveness. I am forgiven if I ask. I must own my truth. I accept my truth. Bringing the light down now into the sacral, the navel, and the root. And the water, the feet, they're being cleansed deeper with the water of the moon. And the sun is shining so bright above you. And there is another ankh being drawn on your solar plexus now. I release all confusion. I release all illusion. I am free of judgment. I am free of lack. I am love. And I give love. I see where I have not given love. And I call my light back. I'm balancing out the sacral, the navel, and the root. There is some kind of like a something is in somebody's root, and it's part of like an attack. Like, I don't want you rooted. I don't want you grounded. I need to validate who I am before you, right? Like there's almost this competitive energy, and it's blocking somebody's root. I release the veil of illusion. I cut all ties of confusion, and I call my light back. I am free of the shackles that bind me. I am clear of the shadow that blinds me. I choose love, and I release all lack. Jealousy, big time jealousy coming in here. So it comes from a wound of I'm not good enough. It comes from a wound of I'm not worthy. It comes from a wound of I need to be that to make others like me. It's an illusion. It's a wound of confusion. So I'm bringing in the moon and the sun and the northern star here to help eliminate, transmute, transform, and release all lack. I am worthy on my own. I am saved to discover my own gifts and my own talents without encompassing on others. I am free of the shadow of illusion. I am free of justifications of confusion. I am free of judgment of myself and of others. I accept my truth, my power, my light. I call all my light back, and I release what is not. And the sentient being is cleansing our feet even more and more and more. And there was like this big like hook that just came out of my solar plexus to my sacral. It's almost like a big dragon or something sticks its claw in you and it like hooks it, and that just came out. And I'm going to put a little salve on the solar plexus and the sacral area. Somebody's gallbladder needs attention, so I'm going to bring some light into the gallbladder. Somebody's kidneys need attention, so I'm going to bring some light into the kidneys and their urinary tract. Like a pH is off. I'm a little out of balance. My pH is off and I feel yucky and mucky. Vitamin K, vitamin C. And then somebody needs to cleanse the lining of their colon and the intestinal tract so that it can absorb the nutrients it needs. So I'm going to bring some light in through those as well. And I'm going back to the root. I am safe. I am abundance, and abundance is my birthright. I am safe. I am free of the illusion, and I release all ties of lack. Money does not bring happiness. It's a tool. Love is everything. I am love. I create whatever I want. I am powerful. I call my power back, and I release all ties of illusion. I release all energy of confusion, and I shine my light no matter what others do. I don't need to worry about that. I shine my light brightly. I am love. One last cleanse of the moon and the sun and the northern star all the way down the center line. And it will all go down our legs now and through our feet and into the earth to be grounded throughout space and time. One last cleanse of the feet with water as our sentient being finishes that and takes the puddle away. Then we will feel the soil beneath our feet in every way. Strength, groundedness, anchoring into the right things. As that is happening and we are anchoring into the earth, this energy will rise up to help push out anything left behind, like a bubble of light. Rising up from the earth now to our feet, to our ankles, our calves, our knees, our thighs, going in through our root, our sacral, and up to our solar plexus. And it's going to absorb what was left behind to help release it all once and for all. Be aware of the illusions that blind. Those are what binds. I accept higher light codes. If that's for you, just say that. I accept higher light codes and DNA activations at this time. I accept my truth and my ability to clear my karma through the choices that I make. I accept that. I choose love the whole way. I accept that. If these are for you, accept them. I am love. I accept that. I rise to higher frequencies of love. I accept that. And I let go of all that is not. I accept that. I am truth, even if it's weird. I accept that. The bubble is rising to the heart space and the throat to release and absorb everything that is not. Everything that was left behind. Confusion and illusion and doubt. Things that bind. Fear. Connection to the clouded mind as it rises up to the throat and the head space, the third eye and crown. When it starts to come out of your crown, this bubble of healing light from the earth to help fully release anything left behind. The sentient being has taken the pond away, but they are leaving a kiss of light at your heart space. Your Akashic records were recorded into today. Everything is, in the return of Christ especially. Give yourself permission to love deeply, to live passionately and freely, without the illusion outside of love. Own your truth. If you've hurt others, ask for forgiveness. If you don't love yourself, give yourself forgiveness. And love deeply. Live passionately. Rise now to the light of the one. And that bubble goes whoop, all the way. I'm going to pull your feet now to the earth very deeply. And I'm going to start bringing you back from that time. Starting to move your soul forward more as your awareness becomes more present. With each movement of light, I'm bringing your soul further, closer and closer to now. Back from the beginning of time, I'm moving your soul more forward and forward to my voice. I'm bringing your soul and your light further and further into you now. Coming back now, closer to this moment in space and breath of life. Bringing you back now from the beginning of time. Bringing you back now from the creation of your soul. Bringing you back now into the wholeness of this space. As you meet once again with the totality of your vessel, you are being aligned once again with the here and the now. Bring yourself further into your vessel, feeling your feet, your legs, your body, your hands and your fingers, feeling your face and your hair. And I'm anchoring in all that was done today to stay with you in every way and continue releasing through grace and love. When you feel ready and you feel fully present with your vessel, I want you to wiggle your hands and your feet. And I want you to bring your eyes to open and your path to alignment with now, fully, presently, with your breath. You may open your eyes when you're ready. Gosh, that took like an hour. I'm super dizzy. Whoa. Give me a second. Whoa. I'm just feeling into trees. The leaves blowing in the wind and the trees. I can feel the bark. I can smell a tree. Okay. I'm a little better. Whoa, I came back dizzy. So I don't know what's happening for you. Just be kind to yourself right now. Go slowly if you need to, if you fully received this. If it was a lot for you, do it again and again. Yeah, that was a good one. Excuse me, I'm still releasing. You will still release. What I do is never a one and done. It the chills. It continues time and time on. And you can do these multiple times over. And they will always be something different. Okay? Whoa. I don't know what you said, Amy, but okay. Don't reject. I love you guys. So mote it all be. I thank the sentient being that was here helping us today, and any angels and beings of light, as well as Tatanka. Tatanka comes in when he deals with the deepest of shadow, right? We went deep into the heart space on this one. Awesome. Awesome. Lisa does a lot of my work. She's been through the path. She's made it into the new earth. And it's kicked her butt. Like, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of healing. It's real. But she got downloads of images with bubbles to draw and paint. So I do these a lot. So the reason I do the art ones is because that's part of opening our channel completely, right? And so you don't have to be an artist, but it does come through the work that we do. And I'm almost done with my new painting, you guys. Like, it's coming into color. This was the Nile, right? And now I have the new earth one coming through. I've started painting it. I love it, but it's very intricate. So I'm detail oriented on it right now. That was beautiful. Thank you guys for joining me. I feel a little bit drained after that. I feel like I need water, a lot of water. Make sure you guys stay hydrated, okay? We are coming into a portal. The portals are going to continue rising. And if we are not balanced from the heart center and free of the shackles, it's hard to rise. We have to be high frequency beings, okay? So continue that journey. Thank you guys for being patient. Just like yesterday, my volume didn't want to work right away, so I had to do another video. It was ridiculous. Thank you for receiving messages from my new deck. I love this deck so much. I hope you guys receive yours very soon, those that ordered them. I just love this deck, so I will keep using this for quite some time. I hope everything was received with ease and grace. Be kind to yourself. There were some powerful energies that did come into play today. Fiji portal, Fiji pyramid was one of them. So just give yourself lots of love. And if my DM ever sees it, I truly do love him. It's the energy of yuckiness, and I need a balance. I need his love. We all do. So much love, my friends. Thank you for being here. And little did you know, I still have, I had surgery this week. So my mouth was quite painful through that. And I made it through. Whoop, whoop. All right. And also my uncle passed away this last week. So my mom should be here any minute. So I'm going to end this one. I love you guys so very much. Take care of yourselves. Sending you lots of love. Please don't judge. It hurts. Yourself or others. Just be love. Till next time. Bye, guys. I'll see you guys later. Thank you.